Let's go. Faster!
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Ever since the apology trade, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waiting them? The mother crystals collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Get him!
You deserve a rest.
All yours, Torgal! This one! Torgal, kill! Get him! Now, Torgal! Come on.
More of my mother's men.
Over here! Torgal, kill! All yours, Torgal!
Ready, go?
Over here! All yours, Torgal!
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria. Get him!
Torgal, kill! Go, Torgal! Now, Torgal!
This one! Get him!
Fire and flame!
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry. Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Ready, go?
We're approaching Newark Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Fly, Ambrosia.
I can walk from here.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
I did, Mummy! I could hear him shouting from down the road.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back to our...
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed!
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves.
This is no time to ride.
Yeah!
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better. That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy! Voice-ridden dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Oh, get enough for
Fuck off! Hang the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you, filth? Back to your stalls! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards.
I suspect everyone in that... Was that the only way?
Officially, yes. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built. So... the Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Straight home now. This is nothing like... I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned, then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us.
though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son?
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
You're telling me that's the Archduke's son?
What is it you require? Will that be all? Any more will be but a burden, my lord. I will be here should you need aught else.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge, and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command. Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
We'll keep them from the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Run like the wind.
Look at me sideways.
Come along now.
The bastards are lucky on you.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
More dragons.
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
All yours, Torgal. Get him. This one.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Let's try.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians.
I shall wear it with...
Be sure that you do. I don't want... If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you.
Thank you, Sir Wayne. If there is ever...
I know.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. All right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. and for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to her serene holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others. Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear
new
about
billets
these
being
Guardians of the
posted
Flame?
every... Clive!
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn, and if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to Something's getting him down. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? but I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear.
Fine.
Knew you...
But if he doesn't want to talk...
All right, now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. Wait a bit.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised? All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Could have sworn we had a few more.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
What's it got to do with...
August was worried that something had been wet. I thought you might want to talk.
I told you not to...
Clive just wants to help, innit? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better. Please, mate.
Not the sort of thing you...
Why don't you tell us all?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the... Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Made my stuff. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but there. You got what you can.
All right. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force and didn't think anything could rattle him.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Something tells me this is only going to go. If he has doubts, it will affect...
I couldn't agree...
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Assuming you're happy to help.
Too bloody right.
Glad to hear it. Karen, Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it all. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it, but it were nicely put together, that's for certain. He makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like...
You don't know where we might find...
Like I said, he's a bit of an... I don't trust hunters neither, which...
I see.
He did tell me, apparently, his next commission's for...
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing... Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambre.
Thank you, Karen.
At least you would...
So... It sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance.
I'll leave the hunting to you. While you get on with that, I'll...
Good idea.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad with all the bloody dust.
Thanks, Gal. That's what I think it is. This isn't gonna be easy. Rest well. I know I will.
Ready, go?
Whoa. No mistakes. No need to ride from here.
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear about these guardians of the...
At the glass.
Keep them pilgers nice and chilled.
Look at this place.
We spent half a day.
Let's go.
We're not alone.
No need to ride from here. Good girl. All right. That'll do, girl.
Well, it is.
I didn't take you for a scholar.
Oh, this? I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no... Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, from spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all.
If it's my blessing you're hoping...
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the... But you're made of sterner stuff.
Something's...
Fantastic!
So...
Chance. The only problem... A beast. Well, no.
Does the book say anything?
Well, only that the sweetest violet...
Roses. One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might...
Back again, Lord Ros... What will it be?
The Iron Kingdom.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake. The Mother Crystal that There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Iron... As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Justanus, home of Drake's breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island. And with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drostanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little.
But not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Good date?
Good girl.
Faster!
All right. Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew. You deserve a rest. Something there, boy. Could that be Are you all right?
That griffin caught me before I could...
More likely then.
The name's Camille.
Not so low. Do you remember selling to a
bought a cuirass from me. Didn't stop her bartering me.
It's not her.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a mark.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself. I'd dearly love to help. Actually...
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff. If your man's as skilled as...
You sure?
Well, and thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself.
In that case?
I'd be much obliged. Right. I've got... You send your blacksmith my regard.
Will do. And thank you. Hopefully this will sweeten them.
Monster's taken quite a liking to
And with a bit of luck... How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does...
I found him. And he asked me to give you this. He said he wouldn't teach you how, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded...
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. Good few times, too. Oh, and that's no ordinary oil he's used to get...
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Here, Clive.
Camille.
I thought there ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept Turns out he's from Tabor, but our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject...
Then we better keep this close to our chest.
Listen, sorry for putting the... But still, I'm glad...
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway.
It's good to have you back.
Just don't expect me to go turning. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets... Don't get me started on how much oiling this... I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will... Anyway, enough narrowing.
Looks like we won't be need...
As if there was a better... I wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one's... Right, now that's sorted. I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive.
Clive. So, what'll it be? And how am I meant to do that then? That it? Fine.
Is it business or pleasure? Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.